Hello, this is Teresa. This is take 2 of my jelly paint video. The first one I did, got it all done, opened up my jelly paints and all that, stirred them. It was in slow mode. The reason why is because the controls to my camera I have facing towards the wall, so the camera faces, it's not like upside down. Like when I show you my book, like that book, you see Dream in Color. Now if I had it facing me, the camera, that would be upside down. But anyway, this is take 2. So this time it's not in slow mode because I know what to look for. And it doesn't say slow. Also the colors are darker. When I notice the camera, the window darker, that means it's in slow mode. I gotta fix it. But anyway, I already opened up my jelly paint. Taking off the aluminum foil from them was pretty difficult. Okay, I had to shut it off. I was going to pause my video and then I came back. And it got pretty messy. My hands are still, I got paint on them still, even after I washed them, So it's pretty messy paint. But what I want to do is I want to do a color swatch and I'm going to show you the colors of my paint. This is the painting book that I made. I just punched holes in it and I sewed around. Usually I bind them differently. But my art books, I don't bind this good. But this is my my painting book. And you can see I already have paint on the edge of it. And that's from, doing my paints before. But I'm going to use this page for the swatches. Okay. Now I'm going to get everyone in frame. I got my color chart here. Now I'm going to tell you what color everything is. So I'm going to bring it down, and as I'm doing my color swatches, I'll bring the camera over so you can see. Now these, I was going to use these, but I don't think I'm going to use these. I was going to use them to store. But one thing that you do need when you're painting is you need a lot of paper towels. And I like to tear them off in sheets because as I wash my brushes out, I dry them with paper towels. So I'm going to put a pretty good amount here because I used a lot in the video that didn't turn out. It was a good video too. I think you guys would have liked it. And this video's going to be fun too. Okay, now I got my water thing here. Okay. And I like this water pail. I got my brushes here. I gotta take them out because they were so good. I got my water pail, right? It has 3 departments. And usually when I rinse my brushes, I'll put it in. Down the bottom it has ridges. Put it in one and I rinse. Put it in the next one and I rinse. And then I put it in this one. And then I'll have them soak it out. You can see I still got paint on the brushes from them. And then I got my paper towels to dry it. Because you don't want them too wet. Your brushes need to be damp when you go to paint. It helps to spread the paint out. And also what needs to be damped is your canvas that you're painting on. Now I'm just going to spray it a little bit because if you spray it too much, it's going to end up like watercolor. And it's going to, so I'm going to swat it like this. And I don't want it spreading out, at least not yet. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the colors as we do it. Okay, now over here. So I'm probably going to be moving this camera in and out. Okay, the first color that I'm going to put on the paper is, it goes upside down now, Burnt Umber. And that's this brown one right here. Put a little bit on my brush. Bring you on over here. So I got you down close so I want you to see. And I can make a little swatch here. That's what the brown looks like. Now I'm going to rinse out my brushes. I'm not going to take you over every time I rinse out my brushes. Because if I did that, your head would be spinning and you'd be getting dizzy. I don't want to make my peeps dizzy. Okay, now you bring it back over here nice and slow. The next color that I'm going to be using is a Persian blue. And that's this real deep blue right here. The lighting in this room isn't all that great still. We still got to put the light in the ceiling. I'm going to do that today. Bring it right over here to my paper. And I'm going to go downwards. This is the Persian blue. You look at that, it's a real deep blue. Take some off my brush here. Let me rinse. When I paint, I like to do what they call abstract painting. I like to try out my different brushes. I like to try out different strokes and different movements of my brush to see what I come up with. And they call that abstract. And then when it looks awesome, then I stop. But that's what I like to do. And that's what we're going to be doing, but not today. Today we're just going to be doing the swatches. And the next color, this is my favorite color. It's called Jade Green. Okay, let's bring it over. It's Jade Green. That's a real pretty color too. Look at that. That is my favorite. I like that one a lot. I like painting in abstract because, well, when you do like a scenery painting, for instance, I have a really difficult time getting the depth of my painting, you know. So I like to do my paintings differently. So like when I do a scenery painting, I mean, you could make the grass any color you want. You could make it purple. You could have pink grass. You could even make the sky purple. You could have a big red sun instead of the way the sun normally would look. You know, you could do anything you want in abstract painting, and that's what I like about it. And I like to try different movements. I like to try to make different brush strokes and different styles of painting. I watch a lot of videos on painting, and then I get ideas on how I want to do mine. Now this one, the next one was Jade Green. This one is, I can't pronounce this one now, but I'll spell it out to you. Ponceau. Ponceau. It looks more like an orange. Right here. Can you see? Bring it over to the paper. Bring it down. That one's going to go right here. It's a pretty orange, ain't it? It's almost like a reddish orange. If you were to go to mix red in with orange. This video rather will probably be shorter than my last one because I did have a difficult time getting the tinfoil off these paints, and then I had to mix them because you had, like, I don't know if it's oil or water or what it was, but it was liquid in them, so you had to mix it in there. Now the next one, let's see if I can clean my brush out real good for that one. That's a pale color. That one is a nude. It's a nude color. Let's bring it down. So you put the nude right here. That's pretty. I like that. It's like a peach almost, huh? Let me rinse. I really need to take this water thing outside and clean it. I got paint all over it from painting. I had it for a while. We'll get me a new one, either one. Okay, now the next color is black. Black is black and white is white. So it's not going to be really much of a choice of how it looks, right? But it's almost as dark as what that blue is. Look at that. See that? I got that blue down. And the blue is almost as dark as the black. So let me rinse this out real good. That's the one thing with painting. when you're going to paint, you don't use a lot of black because the black will take over your painting real fast. If you're going to make colors darker, it's best to make it darker in like a different pen instead of on your canvas, because then you don't end up with too much. But the black really takes over. And now the next color is a sky blue. And that's this one right here. Yeah, you can see me. See, I look at my little blue view window here. I have my camera turned around so everything's not upside down. So I did one video where everyone was, the writing was upside down, and it just didn't look right. Oh, that's a pretty color. See that? That is the sky blue. Okay. Now, go to the next row. The next row is going to be, this is a rose. This color says rose. Put it over here to my paper. Oh, I didn't do the orange, did I? No, wait. I didn't do the yellow. But the rose would go here. See? That's very pretty, too. It's like a deep pink. Speaking of roses, in my garden, my roses are really growing nice, especially around the one side of my railing. My other side's not too much sun, but I think they're going to get more sun now that I took up my, grapevines. I didn't use the yellow, and that's a lemon yellow. And speaking of lemons, I love lemons. I could take a whole lemon and just eat it. But I can't do that anymore because it makes my my teeth sour. Makes them real sensitive for it. That's pretty too yellow. That's a little swatch for the yellow. And a little rinse. We got our vegetable beds down on our driveway. I'm going to buy vegetables, and when I buy my vegetables and my flowers, I'll take a little movie. I'm kind of shy on camera. You'll be lucky if you see me on camera. I'm a shy person. This one is OCHRE, Orchie. It looks like a brown, like a reddish brown maybe, huh? Let's bring it over here, see what it looks like on the paper. This one goes right here. Yeah, it's like a reddish brown, I guess you could call that. See? It's pretty. Let's rinse out my brush. Tomorrow the video, well, not tomorrow, but then my next video is going to be something different. My videos are going to vary. And then we'll all come back to the painting after I'm done doing that other video. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be about because I want you to come back and be surprised. Okay, now we ended up with the Orchie, and now we're going to do the acid blue. It's a real deep blue, this here. Bring it over. There we go. Do a little swatch. That's a pretty blue, ain't it? Yeah. Let's rinse. I also like to do pour painting. Pour painting is a lot of fun. But I gotta do that downstairs because that's really, really messy. I brought this up too. I thought that I might need it. It's called, let's see if you can see it, my pour medium. You mix this in with paints to make it thinner. And that's what you usually mix in with paints to make them liquidy for pour painting. I'm going to do that with you one day, but got to get my basement in order. We have a tendency to put stuff down there and we don't put it away right away. Now this one says pale green. It doesn't really look pale green. This one looks more green than pale green. See? That one's going to go right here next to the yellow. Little swatch right there. It's a pretty green now, huh? I like that. And then in my next video I do the painting, I'll show you what these colors look like when they're drying. You know, some of these paints, honestly, they feel like finger paints. Now, I used to be a daycare teacher, and I used to love to finger paint with my kids. They loved it too. To get it in your fingers, it's all squishy. Okay, now we're going to do this color. It's called no, we did rose. We're going to do the orange. Now this one is just simply orange. No fancy name or nothing, just simply orange. Put that right over here. And it does look orangey, doesn't it? Yep. Use this brush real good. I'm probably going to use okay. Yeah, when I get down to the white, I'm going to use a different one because I don't feel like getting paint in with my white paint. Okay, now the next one. Now they call this one purple. Purple like a violet. It looks pink. I don't see where they see the purple. To me that looks more pink than purple. Come over here. Put the swatch right here. of the pink. It's pretty pink, ain't it? I like that. Okay. I think with this video, I think I'm less messy. Let's bring it back over to the paints. Yeah, so you see what I'm doing. Okay, now that green is called grass green. No, we're not doing that yet. The color below the pink is ultramarine. We're going to do the ultramarine right here. Can you see it? Yeah, can. Sorry about my camera bouncing. I guess my camera got excited because it likes ultramarine blue. That goes right under over here. See, like all the blues are together. See that? That's a real deep blue. That would make a real pretty watercolor, I think. Make it a little bit lighter. I got all my paintings down in the basement too. I like to bring them up and show you what I've been doing over the years because I've been painting for a long time. I love the paint. Now the next one that we're going to be doing is bring it over here. This one's called Pale Purple. Now yeah, I would call this a pale purple because it's very light. Bring it over here to my swatch paper. Okay, can you see? Yeah. You know what I forgot to do too though? But I noticed in my other video that I was doing, I made the paints run. It's good to make the, I did wet the paper, didn't I? I'm not sure if I did or not. But it's good to have the paper a little bit damp. You don't like, it's not too good to paint on like perfectly dry paper. Because it helps you blend the colors. But we're not really painting. Right now we're just doing swatches. To see what color everything is when it's on the paper. Okay, now that was that. Now we go over here to the grass green right here on top. Bring it down to the paper. I'm not making you motion sickness, am I? I get motion sickness when I drive in a car. That's pretty green now. I like that. Yes, that's very pretty green. Okay. Okay. It's green. And then this color is called deep red. This looks like blood. a blood color. Dracula. And my kitty cat. What's she doing, Sabrina, huh? I knew she'd come in here since I got her cat climber here. But I moved her cat climber over to my closet because when my window's out, I'm going to be putting our air conditioner in soon. And that's the window I'm going to put it in. So right now she's sitting on Anna's pillow. No. I put the pillow, the big pillow that I had underneath the desk. Bernice claimed that. So she's on Bernice's pillow. I think she left now, though. Okay, now the next one is, looks like a mustard color, but it's called Earth Yellow. And that's this one right here. Bring it down to my swatch. Earth Yellow. That's pretty too there. See? Rinse my brush. Okay. And one last color in this row is the Cobalt Blue. This is a real deep blue here. Down into the swatches. I think what it is, she's hungry. I found these little pâtés for her, and it's like a mousse. It's real creamy. And it has this like little sauce that's inside of it. Makes it. It even looks good. I mean, if I was a cat, I know I would want to eat it. That's how good it looks. And she loves it, you know. It's like a little treat. She's a very picky eater. Sometimes she'll like the food, and the food that she's been eating for a long time, she'll get tired of it. And then she'll need new. Now over here for the green is a yellow green. I'd say that looks yellow green. Okay, now I'm going to do them swatches down here. See, yellow green is right here. See, I'll bring you in closer once I'm done with the swatches to show you. Let's rinse it. Okay, these are the jelly paints. I never mentioned that at the beginning. Okay, now the next one is, it's called Medium Yellow. Looks more like a light orange to me. The medium yellow. I'm just going to go right over from these, instead of down. This is the medium yellow right here. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, and now I'm going to use a clean brush for this. Actually, my brushes ain't really all that clean though, are they? Here's a clean one. Because that's my white. And you gotta wet your brush. And you know, you already got like color in there. I don't like getting color. Now, I wonder what this is going to look like on a page. It's invisible because it's white. White on a white page. That's the white. Just going to put that brush in there. Now for the last color. Whoa, I went kind of fast on you there. Sorry about that. The last color is violet. I love purple. This is a very pretty purple, I think. Get a little bit too much of my brush there, though. That's thick. See, some of these paints, when I opened them up, some came out real thick and some came out real thin. And that's the purple. Here's our little swatch test. I'm going to bring you in to see. See. And then the next time I do my video, I'll show you what they look like dry. And this is what the palette looks like. They're like finger paints, the ones that are thick. Really pretty colors, aren't they? And this is what came with it. See, they don't have individual lids. But this is what came with it. This is the palette that came with it. Now, I usually use something like this if I'm going to be blending my colors and stuff. You blend them here and here. So, to put it on, oh boy, it's going to be messy, ain't it? I guess I would put it on like that, right? Because it doesn't have no tops on it. You just put this on. Oops. And you snap it closed. Oh, I gotta have this in there so I don't forget the colors. Okay. And you snap it closed. Now, I want to thank everyone for stopping by and seeing my video. Sorry, it's the second time. First video I think was better. But this one went a lot smoother though because you didn't have to watch me open up the paint. I only opened up like 3 and I said, I'm going to pause this video because it's going to be way too long. Because some of them are really hard to get off. But then some came off real easy because of if the aluminum foil on them was longer, you could just peel it right off. But some of them, they were real short. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Don't forget to stop back and see some more of my videos. Each day, it's going to be something different. Some days it might be like the same, like 1 week might be all the same, maybe 2 weeks might be all the same, I don't know. But I'm going to be doing a lot of different things in my video. Sort of, just making bracelets and diamond painting. It's going to be different things. I'm also going to take, we're going to have like some free days. And I'm going to take you around to the different festivals that they have here. They up on Center Street in Lewiston, they have a lot of festivals. I can take you to them, take you to craft shows, take you around and show you my garden, how it's growing. My seedlings are growing really nice. I have like a little screen over it. It's used to put over a picnic table for the food so the bugs don't get on it. But I got that over my paint because I have some very ornery squirrels. They like to get in there and dig and throw everything around. It's like, oh, what's this? What's this? Last year I planted flowers in my bin, and I came out the next day to water them. Every single flower was dug up and laying on top of the soil because they came and they dug everything up. And so that's when I went and I got these screens and I put my screens over top of the flowers. And now with my bins out in my yard, not in my yard, but on my driveway, I want to get fences to put inside of them to make it a little bit higher, because we also have a deer that come around and they like to have, go into your garden. And I don't want them coming to my house and saying, oh my, buffet, all you can eat buffet. So I'm going to make it a little bit difficult for them to get their heads over it with a fence higher. I'll show you how I'm going to fix it up when I do it. But you all have a good day, okay? Bye-bye.